Well, part of me says I really shouldn't do this video. Well, I mean, when I got on this YouTube thing, I sort of said, don't bother with this personal stuff, and, just keep it, issues and argument, and, but you're sort of compelling. I mean, you're you remind me of me, when I was 22, because I asked all these questions. I was, searching for a better purpose, looking for a plan that would get me through my life, where I could, actualize my potential. I mean, I didn't want to. I didn't want to leave something, in the closet. I didn't want to leave stuff undone. I didn't want to end up making a bunch of mistakes and having a life that was where I'd regret, or say, gee, I should have done this and I could have done that and I should have done so much more and I should have accomplished something and all this stuff. And I see you sort of doing the same thing, in the sense that I think you, obviously I think you're struggling with life a little, and I was struggling with it a lot by that time, and so I was really feeling the pressure to find some way, not to get sucked into that negative spiral, and I almost hate to use the word negative, because it's kind of depressing, but the truth is the truth, whether we like it or we don't like it. And we can't. I mean, I don't. I mean, I hate to even suggest that you should do anything but try to be happy. Because maybe there's no point in trying to be honest with yourself and acknowledging all of life's imperfections and dealing with them. I mean, sort of that's what the religious people do. That's they're just in a big dishonesty trip, and let's find whatever, some placating bullshit, to make us, make them feel better about the world they live in, and make it make sense and make it more comforting. And we all do that, I mean, in little ways, but to do it in big ways, it might work as a happiness strategy, but I don't think I mean, like I said, I don't know that there's such a hard lines to draw, because sometimes you will stifle yourself and miss opportunities because you allow the truth to get in your way. But is there something more important than the truth? That really does get complicated, and so whatever. You just ignore everything I'm saying, and like I said, I probably shouldn't even interject, because I made all the wrong choices. I mean, I've actualized nothing. I've accomplished nothing. I mean, I've just spent 47 years banging my head against the wall, and I had it all. I mean, in a sense. I mean, I had every opportunity to be somebody, and I just allowed myself to be nobody. And well, I don't even know allowed. I mean, it's not even the right word. It's just like I couldn't find a strategy. I couldn't find a way to get around all the crap I had to get around to get anywhere. To find some sort of future that would fit into the normal context of the definition of success. But it's, in a strange way, I'm not. At 22, I would have looked at my life. I would have looked at what I am, and I said, "Jesus, what an asshole." But reflecting on it, I can't say it was a failure, just because I'm satisfied with who I am, and that's kind of best feeling there is. You know, I mean, it's not a happy thing. I mean, it's not a party. It's not great sex. It's just this. It's comforting to know that you've tried to be as honest as you can with yourself. You've looked at your own bullshit and the nonsense you get caught up in, and you've tried to live this honorable, decent life, and you're trying to do the best you can, and all this, and to be able to just be satisfied with the fact that, yeah, okay, I like who I am. I don't like what I've become. You know, I don't like what I am to the world, but I like who I am to me. You know, inside. I mean, the person inside doesn't. I don't hate myself, or dislike myself, or feel as dependent on that, you know, juvenile notion of perfection or accomplishment, because it's not about the tangible things. You know, it's not about. It's a head game. Life's a friggin' head game. It's all this. You know, we have these eyes and ears and senses, and we absorb this crap that comes in, and it's all how we react to it. It's all what we make of it. And you know, part of that's an intellectual reaction, and part of it is this stupid conditioning we're stuck with. We're animals. We have emotions. We have all this sensitivity and all this other stuff to get in our way. And I wish I could be more, you know, like a Mr. Spock or something, and I wish I could get rid of that crap sometimes, because then I could actually be something. But you know, you can't help but react to the disappointing, you know, ugliness and imperfection in the world, and even in ourselves. I mean, it's just so hard to. I mean, it's really hard to get past that depressing fact that we have to accept mediocrity, you know, and you know, the best we can hope to accomplish is to make some contribution, to create some little bit of beauty, or some little, you know, some perfect moment, or some perfect thing, you know, and but that's all we get, is these little bits of perfection in life, these little moments of perfect in this long, tedious, redundant, burdensome, unpleasant chore. I mean, it's just all this work and crap to get those moments of perfection, and that's sort of, it's depressing. And I guess I shouldn't. You know, if I had some great advice to say, well, this is how you avoid going crazy, I'd like to offer it, but I don't know how. I wasn't able to do that, and I can't even on backseat driving, even on reflecting on the mistakes I made, I can't really figure out where the mistakes are. I mean, I know they're mistakes, but I mean, I don't know how I could have known they were mistakes, because I did try to get around this stuff, and you know, without compromising who I was. And that's like always the battle. I mean, it's going to be very. That's the trick, is to be able to find a way to be satisfied that you're being honest with yourself and your need to, the things you care about. And you know, it's hard to say. You know, somebody tells you have to sacrifice some part of your identity to be able to get comfortable enough with the bullshit of life to be happy. That's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to say that, okay, I'm going to just, you know, rip the piece of me off, you know, tear off a hunk of my brain or whatever and throw it out because it's incompatible with this stupid strategy I need to survive, so I can be something in posterity. You know, I mean, that's a part of it. Is what is all this, you know, how much of this is just, you know, we're a bunch of rats, you know, running the maze. We're all chasing our cheeses, and you know, it does, you know, there's a you know, psychologists use words like self-actualization. It's almost the worst place you ever want to